enjoyable. And in this, my second video in this video training series, I'm going to teach you a strategy that you can action today that will not only make the Alkaline diet very easy, but it'll also show you how to make it super enjoyable and actually even more powerful than you ever thought possible. This is a much shorter video than usual, and in the next few minutes I'm going to reveal to you a strategy that practically makes the Alkaline diet run on autopilot. In fact, it makes it almost impossible to fail. It removes the number one obstacle that causes 95% of people to fail, and it basically makes you unstoppable. It makes the Alkaline diet in your life totally doable and totally achievable. But before I get into that training, I just wanted to say thank you so much for all of the comments and all of the feedback you gave me on my last video. It means so much to me. I mean, I knew I was onto something with that last video, but honestly, I wasn't expecting the kind of feedback and the kind of reaction that I got. So thank you so much. I'm truly humbled by your reaction. Now, as I mentioned, my big why in life, my big passion and my big purpose is to help you in any way that I can to smash through your health goals and get the health, the body and the life and the vitality and the energy that you've always dreamed of. My big why is to give you everything you need to get the health, the energy and the body of your dreams. It's why I'm here. I'm here to help you, because I truly believe that when people live with health and energy, everything else in their life just comes together. It all starts to make sense. Life becomes more positive, and the ripple effect of this could be absolutely massive. You know, when we're full of health and energy, the way we treat ourselves, the way we treat other people, you know, we go for our goals, we reach accomplishments, you know, every way that I can help you to reach your health goals and get health at the core of your life is going to have a huge effect not only on you, but on your family, on your friends, and then on their family and their friends and so on. And the ripple effects of this is going to be massive, and that's why I'm doing this. Now, I've been doing it for a really long time. You know, I've written over probably nearly 600 articles and over 150 recipes, and I've interviewed so many people, and you know what, I've developed a real knack for doing this stuff. You know, I've developed so much experience and so much skill in helping people to get alkaline, and that's what this video series is all about. It's about teaching you how to make the Alkaline diet much easier in your life. Now, in my first video, I shared with you a really transformational new approach to the Alkaline diet, something completely different to what I've ever taught before, and something completely different to what anyone else has ever taught before. And I really hope it's resonated with you, and I really hope it's already making a difference in your life. If you haven't seen that video yet, I really urge you to go back after this video and check that video out. The link to it's right above this video. So I really urge you to go and check that out, because it really is something completely different to what you've heard before, and it's probably the most powerful lesson I could possibly teach you. Now, you know, basically for me, teaching alkaline and getting people alkaline is all about developing a set of systems, strategies and steps that are proven to work, and then making those systems, strategies and steps easy to implement. And that's what the last video was all about, and that's what this video is all about. Now, if you remember in the last video, I taught you basically to focus only on getting the good foods in for now, and to forget giving up the bad. You know, you're training your mind subconsciously and consciously to automatically get you alkaline. You know, you're crowding out the bad foods day by day, week by week, month by month, and you're going at your own pace now, because you're not stressing about trying to cut bad foods out. You're not constantly having that worry in your head that you're eating the wrong thing. You can take it at your own pace. Now, in this video, this is the natural progression, and this strategy that I'm going to teach in this video is going to make it even easier for you to make the Alkaline diet real in your life. It's really hands-on coaching, and if you follow these steps, the Alkaline diet has become an absolute reality to you. I promise that, because I've taught this to so many people now, thousands of people, and I've seen it happen in their life every single time. This video is all about making alkaline foods and alkaline recipes really simple, super delicious and very easy to make. And it answers that age-old question when people first start the alkaline diet of, what am I going to eat? Now, the best part about this is that it makes it really easy for you to live alkaline, eat alkaline and cook alkaline at home. And if you're currently trying to live alkaline and cooking one meal for the rest of your family and one meal for you, it will erase that. Because again, this is something I'm teaching you to make the alkaline diet easy, enjoyable and sustainable. They're my three big key words that I always focus on in all of my training. It makes it easy, enjoyable and sustainable. So if you couple what I'm going to teach you in this video with the lesson that I taught you in video 1, it's going to make the alkaline diet so simple for you. So let's get into that right now. Let's get into the training for today. This is how to make your favourite meals alkaline, and here is what I want you to do. Step 1. So right now, as soon as this video finishes, I want you to make a list of your top 10 favourite recipes. It doesn't matter what they are, it doesn't matter how simple they seem, just list them out and make sure they're your favourite recipes that you cook the most often for yourself and your family. They don't even have to be alkaline recipes. In fact, this works really well if they're not alkaline recipes. Just make a list of the recipes you cook right now and you have done for, say, the last few years for you and your family that you enjoy the most. Now, number 2, once you've done that, I want you to make a list of all of the ingredients that each recipe individually has on a piece of paper. So you've got an individual piece of paper for each recipe, and write out a list of all the ingredients for each recipe on a piece of paper and line them up side by side. So what you've got with is 10 pieces of paper with 10 lists of ingredients, one on each. Now, number 3, I want you to take out your alkaline food chart and start to swap the ingredients that are more acid forming in your recipes and replace them with ingredients that are more alkaline forming. So for instance, if there's something in one of these recipes that you normally like fry, like a stir fry or a curry or something like that, consider steam frying instead, which is where you just quickly steam fry the vegetables in about 50 mils of water, or use coconut oil, for instance, instead of the oils that you're currently using in that recipe, because coconut oil you can cook with. It's the only oil that doesn't become acidic when you cook with it. Or if your meal contains like pasta or rice, swap out the white equivalent of the pasta or rice and bring in the brown stuff or the gluten-free stuff. You know, use wholemeal pasta or wholemeal brown rice, or gluten-free pasta or buckwheat pasta or something like that. And also just make the pasta component 30% of your plate rather than the usual 80%. You know, when most people make a pasta dish, the pasta takes up about 80% of the plate, and then the 20% remaining is the veggies and the meats if you're cooking with meat. So swap that around, you know, make the pasta kind of like a side serve. Or another example, if your meal contains meat, maybe try swapping the meat for an oily fish, which is much more alkaline. You know, oily fish is absolutely fine. You know what? If you do want to keep the meat in there, that's fine too. Just make the meat a smaller part of the meal and really ramp up the alkaline veggies or the salads as part of the meal. So if you can master this first step, then you can master the alkaline diet, because not knowing what to eat is the #1 reason why people don't succeed with the alkaline diet. Now remember, you don't have to be perfect. Again, I know I keep talking about this, but it is so true. Even with this exercise, you don't necessarily have to try and make 80% of each meal alkaline straight away. Just go for 50% to begin with, and then you can slowly build this up. Remember, it's baby steps, step by step, day by day, you know, week by week. So it's really important to transition rather than just be straight out of the gate trying to be perfect, because remember from video 1, that simply does not work. Right, so now you're at the end of step 1. So what you've now done is you've listed out your favourite recipes, you've listed out the ingredients for each of those favourite recipes, and you've swapped as much as you can the acid forming foods for the alkaline forming foods. So really what I'm teaching you here is rather to try and reinvent meals, you know, rather than the approach that most people take, that I found more often than not, and it leads to failure really quickly, is their approach. They start by looking at the alkaline food chart and then trying to construct meals from there, rather than going, what do I currently eat, what do I currently enjoy, how can I make that more alkaline? So rather than trying to reinvent your meals and your menu times, you're basically just trying to make them more alkaline, and this is a much easier way of doing things. Now that you've done step 1, step 2 will really get things going. This is going to take it to another level. So here's what I want you to do for step 2. Firstly, now you've created your list of alkaline recipes from step 1, I want you to list those ingredients again, the same as you did in step 1, on separate pieces of paper and put them out side by side. So again, you've then got 10 pieces of paper side by side with 10 lists of ingredients. Now, I want you to look across those ingredients and start to pick out the ingredients that are appearing frequently. Pick out the common ingredients that are appearing 2, 3, 4, even 5 times, maybe more, across those meals, and start to highlight them. So, you know, if spinach is featured in 4 or 5 of the meals, highlight it. You know, if you've seen brown rice across 4 or 5 of those meals, highlight it. If you see broccoli, highlight it. Any ingredient that's appearing at least 2, 3 or 4 times across those meals, highlight it. The aim here is for you to get 4 or 5 recipes that are all sharing very, very similar ingredients. What this will do for you, it will mean that when you go shopping, you can always buy these core ingredients every single week, and you know from these core ingredients you'll be able to make at least 4 or 5 alkaline recipes really, really easily. And the more you do this, the more you think about it this way, you're going to end up with sort of 10 to 12 ingredients that are going to be appearing across so many of the recipes that you know how to cook, that when you shop for those 10 ingredients, you know you're going to be able to make dozens and dozens of meals out of those core ingredients really quickly, really easily. So to give you an example, here's a quick overview of my own handful of really easy, really quick alkaline recipes that I've created for myself using this very same strategy. And I did this many years ago and I've fine-tuned it heaps, but it worked straight away for me and I know it will for you too. As you can see, by picking out just a few core ingredients that I shop for every time I hit the grocery store or the fruit and veg shop, whenever I go food shopping, I go and I get these ingredients first, because when I've got these in stock, I know that at the drop of a hat, I can make many, many recipes that I love, that are all alkalizing, healthy, energy giving, and that are going to keep moving me towards my health goals. I can make alkaline green drinks, I can make smoothies, I can make any number of salads, I can make alkaline stir fries, dozens of different raw alkalizing, energy giving soups, I can make Chinese greens, I can do alkaline wraps, veggies and couscous and loads of different pasta dishes, and you know, loads of different healthy alkaline snacks too. I can make alkaline wraps and sandwiches and veggie dips and all sorts of stuff. There's so many recipes that I can think of that just come off the top of my head now when I look at these ingredients. And all these things I know whenever I get home from work, or when I'm in a hurry, or even when I'm just really hungry, I can make an alkaline meal or an alkaline snack, and I just know the ingredients are going to be there, and I know that I'm always going to have them in stock. Because again, the first thing that really stops people from living alkaline is they really don't know what to cook, and they can never think of an alkaline meal that they want to eat when it comes to preparing something to eat. When it comes, you know, when you get home from work and it's time to cook something for you and for your family, you just can't think of a good quality, delicious, easy and quick to make alkaline meal that's going to be satisfying for you and the family. Now, the second thing that stops people is they often don't have the ingredients available to them when it's time to cook them. When you need those ingredients to make something healthy, they're never there. I mean, how many times have you've wanted to live alkaline, you've wanted to cook a healthy alkaline meal, you get home from work and you find that you just haven't got the ingredients there. They're just not in your kitchen, they're not in your pantry, they're not in your fridge. And this is even worse, like when you're hungry, which is often the case when you get home from work. When you're hungry, it leads to cooking something unhealthy. You know, you cook unhealthy stuff, you snack on unhealthy stuff, and you end up defaulting to convenient things. Now, convenient stuff is more often than not really that alkaline, it's not really that healthy, especially then when you then go to the takeaways or eating out or cooking, you know, the convenient stuff like pasta and rice. It's more often than not the most alkaline meal. Now, the problem then rolls on, because when you do go for something like that, when there isn't the food available, you know, and you slip up or you fall off the wagon and you have something unhealthy, it really puts a lot of people on the back foot. And I know this is the case for a lot of you guys, that, you know, once you've had an unhealthy meal, you kind of then go, oh, well, maybe I'll try again next week or after the weekend, or, you know, you basically, you end up spiraling for 2 or 3 days or weeks or months, and then when you look back, you just kick yourself because you think, why didn't I just stick to it, you know? So I really want you to implement this strategy, and it's really, really easy to do. It only takes about half an hour to an hour maximum, and I really want you to do it because it is so, so important. Following my teaching in this video will make the alkaline diet really, really simple and really, really easy for you. Now, if that wasn't enough, I'm going to actually make it even easier, because by the time you finished watching this video, you will probably have got another email from me. It'll be waiting in your inbox, and it's my Alkaline Recipe Builder cheat sheet. It's basically a PDF guide that you can look at and use to swap ingredients and build up your alkaline recipes. It's my cheat sheet. It's going to make it even easier for you, so definitely rush to your inbox and check for my Alkaline Recipe Builder cheat sheet. That will basically be the name of the email, so you can't miss it. And again, when you go through this exercise, you know by now that you don't necessarily have to be perfect straight away. You don't have to swap every acid ingredient for an alkaline ingredient. You can have fun with it, take those baby steps like I always said, and just start by swapping a few ingredients. Now, you've got to enjoy your food, you've got to enjoy your meal times, and you know, if it's going to interfere with your lifestyle too much, it's never going to work. The last thing I want to do is to tell you that the Alkaline diet is here to take away your fun and make things difficult for you. It's here to make your life better, it's here to make your life more enjoyable. So still enjoy your food, you know, bring forward the lessons from video 1. The Alkaline diet is here to give you more energy, vitality, to improve your health and make you feel amazing. It's not here to ignore fun, take away your fun, you know, destroy your social life and have you, you know, eating boring foods for the rest of your life. That is just not the case. So bear that in mind. Don't try and be perfect from the start. Now, getting healthy and getting the body of your dreams is a lot easier than we've been led to believe. And in these videos, I'm showing you exactly how to get alkaline, how to make it easy, how to make it enjoyable, and how to make it sustainable, because the aim is to help you to live your life at your full health potential, but without giving up your social life, without changing who you are, and without losing all of the fun from your life. Now, remember, it all comes down to this. Getting alkaline is about following a set of systems, strategies, and steps that are proven to work, and then making those steps, strategies, and systems as easy to implement as possible. So if you like this video and if you're excited about the Acid Crusher video, please spread the word. Please share or tweet or like or email your friends, and again, you can ask me any question you want to right below this video and you'll get a personal response from me within 24 hours. I'm so thankful to have this opportunity to connect with you. I'm committed and I absolutely love answering your questions, so I'm committed to answering every single question within 24 hours. Leave me a comment below. I can't wait to connect with you. So stay healthy, stay alkaline, and just keep on keeping on, and I'll see you on the next video.